when I started taking lessons, I mean, first of all, I didn't know how to breathe correctly. It was all clavicular breathing. And I have had, 40 plus years to get in that habit. So then when I started to learn the correct way to breathe, you were using a rope tie, and it would come loose. It didn't expand. There's no stretch to it. So you constantly have to retie it, stop, retie it, and it was really never tight enough.
Right.
But I went home and used, because I didn't know any better, and used the same thing when I would practice, and I had the same problems. So I would use my hands or, things like that. But then once we started using the strap, I mean, it opens up a whole new world almost as far as learning how to breathe, because it's hands-free, it's got a great stretch to it, it creates excellent resistance against the rib cage, so you feel if you're taking that correct breath or not. And you don't have to worry about it coming loose. You don't have to fool with it. You put it on and it's there for your entire practice session. It's a brilliant product.
One of the biggest issues we have as teachers is teaching them to breathe properly. If you bypass that, coming back to that later when they've been singing a while is a mess. I mean, the goal of any teacher of anything, in my opinion, is to make your student independent of you. There's no other activity other than playing a woodwind instrument or singing where we address breathing. But everybody comes in to the world breathing and breathes. They have X number of years from the student that's 6 or 60, has all of those years of doing what they think is right habitually, and then they come to a lesson and all of a sudden you're like, wait a minute, let's think about how you breathe, let's change how you breathe, and let's manage how you release the air that you're taking in. So we're going to take a breath in, and you can squeeze your cheeks together a little bit if you would like. We're going to go, and you're going to make that last as long as you possibly can without getting tense in the throat, keeping the rib cage as expanded as possible. It will come in some as you exhale, and that's okay. Feel that strap as you take the breath. Not taking a good breath if you're not sustaining that breath over a period of time, and it's not just sustaining it, it's how you release the air during the duration of the breath, because that affects each and every note and how you get from one note to the next.
If you don't know how to breathe correctly and what to do with that breath once you take it, you're not going to be able to have a proper singing technique, because the two go hand in hand. I mean, you can't have one without the other.
Chest voice singing is more power than air related, whereas head voice singing is more air related than power. So for those people who sing in a classical realm, taking the proper breath with the proper support is essential. For those people who are more chest voice singers, and I'm talking more pop and rock, or people on Broadway who take only belting roles, still need a good breath with good support, or they're going to blow themselves out vocally before they ever get out of the gate.
That's hard.
Yeah.
This is the Remind-Air breathing strap. Now, as a student of classical voice myself, I find that I often revert back to that mistake of clavicular breathing, which is breathing from here and not the rib cage. And I want to learn to always breathe from the rib cage so that that breath can be supported. So quickly I'll show you how to use the Remind-Air. It's very simple. There's a buckle here, Velcro here. So what you do is take and put it back around the back of your rib cage with the Velcro facing out behind you. Take the end, place it through the buckle, pull it back over, and secure it to the Velcro. It's that simple. Now you want to maintain a comfortable movement of the rib cage, so you don't want it so tight that it restricts your breath. And teachers, you will be able to see the breath that your students are taking, and students, you'll be able to feel it, so you'll know when you're taking that correct breath. So if I take the correct breath, you'll see the Remind-Air expand. And I can definitely feel that, for sure. So this is a great tool to aid in learning to breathe correctly from the rib cage. I want to thank you for stopping by theremindair.com. God bless you, and have a great day.